Atomic 3D was established in the year of 2000, and I set it up as a need to produce high-end architectural visualizations that weren't possible to be achieved at the time. And when I started, there was only 3 other small companies in Melbourne doing similar work. We are a boutique 3D visualization company where we do primarily high-end architectural visualizations and animations. 3D Studio Max allows us a workflow that creates rapid turnaround times. It gives our clients satisfaction that we're using a high-end piece of software. It has unlimited plugins that we can use with it. It's now the industry standard that is no longer just for ArcViz or film, but it's TV, multimedia, website development, interior design, architectural design, building planning and surveying. And we do use all of those tools and all of those practices with the typical project that comes into the studio. Having said that, our workflow in Max is so smooth that we can turn around projects in what normally would have taken 10 to 12 days in 3 to 3.5 days. We had 2 projects that 3D Studio Max was used 101% for, and without it, we wouldn't have made the deadline and we wouldn't have achieved the quality of the project that we did. One was Chadstone Shopping Centre, which is well known Australia-wide, and also a schools project where we had to pre-visualise and animate 2 complete schools, 30 or 40,000 trees, walking people, plants, cars, interior lighting schemes, exterior lighting schemes. And we had to produce a 5-minute DVD, and with the Billfinger Schools project, we animated 20,000 frames on our render farm using Max and Backburner in 8 days. The Chadstone DVD project, we had to recreate 45 interior shops, the new $250 million mall precinct for the client. We did an exterior model of the shopping centre, we did interior models of the shopping centre, and we ended up with 15 different scenes, all parametrically created for 3D Studio Max, using their XREF tools, Backburner software, and in that project we rendered out 30,000 frames of animation, and we achieved that in 12 days straight. We were given a total of 7 weeks to produce this project from start to finish. One of Australia's leading architects gave us their CAD files in Revit, and that was seamlessly imported into Max. It allowed us to create the base plates for the architectural models very, very quickly, and to a comfort level that the client allowed us to start to produce the final aspects of the project, which was the special effects, the walking people, moving cars, cinematic lights, billboards, moving screens, escalators, you name it. We threw it at Max and Max handled all of it. Gone are the days of you walk into a development and get given a brochure and a set of A3 plans and the colour boards are stuck up on the walls. What people are expecting these days is literally the same effect when people walk into a cinema. If they see fake or unrealistic 3D, they're not going to believe that it's worth what the product's worth. They want to see an end result. So the market shifted. The times have changed, so to speak, and the pressure's on us to get better and better and better interiors and exteriors, including down to soft cushions, to accessories that only high-end houses or million-dollar houses would have are now seen in your low-budget apartments. So the complexity of 3D visualization market now has changed significantly. You no longer just hit a button and walk away and the computer does all of the work. After that, you've got post-production, which is combustion. Some of the Autodesk products have some excellent products for post-production work, colorizing, depth of field, motion blur, and again, coming back to Max, we can do all of that in Max, which allows us a leading edge over our competitors. Our clients pay for it, but at the end of the day, if they're selling $5 million houses, they expect the shop to look like it's worth $5 million. And that's where the extra 2 weeks or 3 weeks of just stylising interiors comes into it. As I said before, you can't just give a premium client, like the ones that we deal with anymore, a lounge room, a dining room table and a kitchen bench. They want to see flowers, they want to see knives and forks, DVDs. It has to be so real that you actually believe that the apartment's been lived in. And that's what we achieve, and that's what we try and do our best at.